What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So of course we officially have our announcement of the Marvel Avengers game set for May 15th 2020. Now in this video we have a ton of stuff to talk about, so what I'm saying is go and grab yourself some popcorn or a snack because it's gonna be a long one. So let's dive into it. So firstly, some confirmed facts, some we knew and some we didn't. There's 5 playable characters, at least from what we can see on the icons that were showed on the presentation yesterday. We got Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Black Widow, and of course the Armored Iron Man. There is co-op up to 4 players. New content will be updated regularly in the game, and again, remember how I think this is like ages ago. I think this may have been even around the time when they released the first trailer, so like 2 years ago. They said it would be a game we'll be playing for ages. Again, you can't really have a game you'll be playing for ages if there's nothing new added. So that being said, I kind of have this feeling it might turn into a type of like GTA Online style where it's just consistently being updated. Nonetheless, really excited for that anyway. There's going to be new regions as well that will be added, and superheroes as well, which, not gonna lie, did shock me in a good way, of course, because not only is this going to come at no additional cost, it's like, hey, what superheroes are going to be added in the game? And of course with the customization options, can you go ahead and maybe create your own superhero for the online world? Again, we've only just seen a trailer. We haven't even seen actual gameplay, like just raw gameplay footage as of yet. So we are probably in for a much bigger surprise in the next couple of weeks or months coming up. One thing that did get a lot of people kind of like, I guess, rattly was about the PlayStation exclusives, and the first one was actually that there's going to be an early beta access and also unique benefits that were mentioned. Again, what these are, they didn't actually mention that, they just simply said that. So again, we're in a dark hole right now because no one has any idea what they mean. And again, it's going to be a growing roster with no additional cost. A lot of people do get excited about that. No loot boxes, no pay to win type of stuff. So hey, I gotta give it to them. Of course, some of that stuff we did know, some we didn't. It does sound really cool. Now we enter the dark side. As always, people are complaining about the graphics, and being honest, kind of seeing, the internet's reaction as a whole almost 24 hours later, I guess, it seems like people have mixed emotions. Now, I saw a tweet of a dude who said that he had a flashback of how people were complaining about Spider-Man, and how that is now the greatest game, and also like the puddle situation. The guy who said that tweet really was just, giving a perspective that this is gonna be a good game, but if you look back on how Spider-Man PS4 was when it was at E3 versus when it was released, there was a massive difference. Now, there was also a tweet where someone took a screenshot of 4 in 4K from the stream, but of course it just had a lot of people complaining. I've seen comments saying that it could be a mobile game with its graphics, and I'm not gonna lie, I expected at least a few comments to say that. There's always just this group of people that were gonna say, well, this could have just been a mobile game. Hey, we're still in early stages, I guess, to some extent, okay? A lot of people say that with 11 months, they won't be able to improve the graphics, etc., and how basically they need to implement like 11 or 15 years of actual graphics into the game to make it look better. Personally, not gonna lie, okay, it does seem like it's pretty polished. Going off the basis when they revealed the trailer 2 years ago, I'm kind of, in a way, I guess, glad they didn't reveal gameplay then, because if that was just a trailer announcement and this is what we're seeing now, I mean, the progression, I don't really know how it was because we never saw the gameplay back then. But of course, if this is people complaining how it is now when they've brought it to E3, then it was probably worth the wait of 2 years. It probably was. Now, to give you guys some peace of mind, okay? It's polished as it stands, but 100% by the time we hit May, it's going to look a whole lot more different again, just like Spider-Man PS4. Now, for the description of the game, it says, and I quote, "Embrace your powers, unlock powerful skills and new gear to build your ideal version of Earth's mightiest heroes. When combined with the original fan favorite and classic outfits, there are nearly limitless ways to customize these iconic heroes." So this seems amazing. The fact that we only saw the trailer and like seconds of gameplay of Thor and Iron Man and the Hulk, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I cannot wait to see a gameplay where hopefully they give examples of this and kind of go through like a little, even if it's like a 5-minute video where it's just like the progression system, and just so we can see a visual example of it, and then of course have a better, you know, perspective, if you will, on how it's going to work. So if you had a fear of how the visuals look, hopefully that gives you reassurance, but this is going to be great. Also worth adding, when they did say combining with fan favorite suits, hopefully we can expect some MCU suits. Just a thought, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. Personally, it does sound realistic to me. Now, moving on to the next topic, and it's about the West Coast theory, again involving Spider-Man PS4, and it is an interesting one. Now, if you don't remember, in Spider-Man PS4, when you go near the Avengers Tower, Spider-Man says, and again I quote, "I think they are somewhere on the West Coast right now," which of course they are. So a lot of people keep asking if they are in the same universe, also because of the Taskmaster appearing, or if it's just a little Easter egg and that's all. I saw people saying about how they mentioned they are working with PlayStation on something great, more than what they just mentioned about the exclusive beta stuff, etc. So what that can be, I have no idea, but personal opinion, I just think it's an Easter egg. In terms of the game, whether it is going to be an open world game specifically or not is very hard to tell yet, because of course, again, of not seeing any gameplay. Now, that being said though, with Iron Man, Hulk, etc., it kind of has to be, and if there's going to be like some type of connection, right, with Spider-Man PS4 as well, then there you go. It's gotta be an open world game. You can't have Iron Man, you know, you can't fly around in a circle. I mean, there's gonna be something. There's gonna be some type of open world aspect in the game, without a doubt. Again, when they mention new regions as well, just have faith. I can't see it being like one of those mission-based games only. Again, if it's gonna be co-op, and again, if it's gonna be games we're gonna be playing for years and years, then it's gotta be an open world, just standard stuff. Now, what could happen, and what would actually suck, right, is if they made Spider-Man exclusive for PS4. So when they said about adding new superheroes, they're just out of nowhere like, bang, here you guys go, here's Spider-Man, right? Like the Avengers version of Spider-Man as a standard, and then maybe you can customize and whatever, but it's only for the PlayStation 4. That is something you definitely don't want to hear, and I think if that did happen, it would be the craziest thing to do, but hey, you just don't know. So, to round it up in a nutshell, we have no gameplay, so technically all we have seen is a trailer and then got new gameplay details. Being completely honest, there was a slight disappointment on how much anticipation there was for the stream, of course, and then of course how it was very, very short towards the end, and we only got a little bits and bobs of details. Whether or not that's, you know, for a good reason, I couldn't really answer that. They did say there was a playable demo at E3 as well. I have tried to search to see if anyone did kind of, you know, get some sneaky footage of that, whether it be mission gameplay or just something that actually shows not a CGI trailer and gameplay, but as of yet I couldn't actually find anything, and I don't think there have been any reviews on that as well. But if you guys were at E3 and you did get to play the game yourself, get in the comment section below and let me know how you found it, how it felt, etc, etc. But all in all, I'm feeling very positive vibes for this game. It seems like they got a solid team behind it. It seems like they know exactly what people want. And as far as, you know, looking at Spider-Man being a big superhero game and then seeing what it missed, I guess naturally they're just going to jump onto that and then provide that for all us fans. But other than that, it was one of those ones. It's kind of like slight disappointment, just simply for me, just basically how short the stream was. There's more gaming events coming up. Do they need E3 really to show that stuff? Was E3 even as big as it used to be back in the day to reveal a game? I guess not anymore. I guess you just find that social media is way more powerful. I mean, they could just go ahead and drop some gameplay on Twitter. They could do a month's coverage with Game Informer. But what I really hope they don't do is when they get a little bit crazy, where you see other games just revealing so much footage. I'd rather have more gameplay details than just seeing almost everything of the game, because 90% of the time when the games do release that do that stuff, don't always do well, but they seem like they have their heads screwed on. They seem like they know where the light is at the end of the tunnel. So you guys, I guess we all just gotta wait now. I mean, we're halfway through the year, so it's gonna creep up on us really quick. But anyway, guys, that's gonna wrap up the video here. As always, if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe for more awesome content. We're gonna be covering this game on any little bit of information we get. I'll be keeping you guys updated. But as always, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and until the next one, adios amigos.